You got the flag. We got a whole bunch of goodies we're going to show you. Plus, I'm going to show you what that Humvee limo looks like. It looks great. And I guarantee you it is not going to rain on this parade.
Wait, I didn't hear you. Say it again.
I guarantee that it's not going to rain on this parade.
Guarantee. You heard it from Chris Wright. Back to you, Mike and Debbie. We'll be joining you. Stay with us.
The theme of the parade this year is creating magic moments.
But as we have done for 42 years now, let's go to the start of the parade with the lead unit, the Indianapolis Police Motorcycle Drill Team.
You know, the drill team has been in existence since 1954, and it's participated in the Indianapolis 500 parade every year since 1957. They travel across the country and perform in parades and children's hospitals for a lot of other worthy events.
And they put a lot of practice hours into this routine.
You know, those are the same motorcycles they use in their daily patrols. There's nothing special about these particular motorcycles. That's their work vehicle.
They've been to the Orange Bowl, the Citrus Bowl, I believe the Fiesta Bowl as well, right, Debbie?
And they've performed in 3 presidential inaugural parades. Lots of folks enjoying their skill.
Well, they make it look effortless, but of course, as you might imagine, this is an incredible performance of skill and balance. Definitely, this is not something you would want to try without intensive training. There they are, the Indianapolis Police Motorcycle Drill Team.
We're going to take a break now, and we'll be back with more of the opening ceremonies of the IPALCO 500 Festival Parade, so stay with us.
Welcome to the 1998 IPALCO 500 Festival Parade, creating magic moments. From downtown Indianapolis, here are your hosts, Mike Ahern and Debbie Knox.
Welcome back to the IPALCO 500 Festival Parade. The activities are starting to kick in now.
This is Indianapolis Colts sponsored. This is really the rolling theme float that begins the parade. So let's go right down to the parade route and take a look at this. This is the IPALCO theme float, the rolling title, sponsored by the Colts. And of course, this will set the overall theme, which, as Debbie said earlier, is creating a world of magic.
And it's you're going to see wands and wizards and white gloves and make-believe mystery all the way through this. And as you said, Mike, it sort of sets the tone. It's really a giant magician's top hat, but it does more than just stay there. As you can see, it moves around, and in just a short while, you'll see streamers and confetti bursting forth.
IPALCO, of course, has been part of the parade over the entire history of the event, 57 years. But this is the first year it has been a title sponsor. It's had a float in every parade since 57 and won the Sweepstakes Award 3 times, many other awards for outstanding floats. And we saw the magic hat, the streamers coming from it. The magic of the parade is underway. These are, by the way, our young magicians up here.
Right. They're, you know, in fact, they are part of a group of aspiring magicians. The young magicians with us today are Hope Anderson and the brother and sister team of Brent and Kara Hatherill. All 3 are from Indianapolis, and they're doing magic tricks along the route for us.
A little better than I did with my son's 4th birthday party.
Every magic kit I ever got, I lost everything before I got any magic tricks done.
There they are.
2 kids.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the IPALCO 500 Festival Parade. Let the magic begin.
These are the young people from Peru, Indiana, the circus capital of the world, holding the colorful racing flag costumes and the racing flags that you will see at the Indianapolis 500 tomorrow aloft.
I think part of that is the South Shore drill team as well. They're from Chicago, Illinois.
And they just preceded the racing flag contingent here.
High energy group.
You know what all those flags stand for, Deb?
Yeah, let's go through. I think we do know that. I know red is for stop.
And yellow for caution.
Green is for go.
White means there's 1 lap to go in the race.
Black means get off the track.
Get off the track.
Get off the track. That's what I would do.
Checkered flag is to finish the race, and the blue and orange is to move over.
Move over. That's right.
Now here is the Wish TV pom-poms. This is the first interactive element of the parade. And this is the Wish TV. There you see the Wish TV mascot, the Indianapolis Colts mascot, and there you see the Colts cheerleaders.
Yeah. This is the largest interactive parade in the world. There's the Colts mascot right in view. What we're going to ask is all the audience now get into it by playing with their pom. Let's go to Patty Spittler and find out what's happening out in the crowd, especially with the pom-poms. Patty?
The NFL is coming to CBS, and of course we'll carry it on Channel 8. We've got our blue and white pom-poms, courtesy of Colts, Indianapolis, and Wish TV. And you're shaking your pom-pom. How are you doing?
Good, thanks.
You excited about this?
Very much.
Okay, excited about the Colts also, and going to be on CBS?
Look for a good season.
You think we're going to win?
Of course.
Of course, why not? Well, shake your pom-pom. And your name is?
Can Green.
Will you be my friend for a day too?
Just for a day.
Just for a day, but I'm set for today. Okay, back to you, Mike and Debbie.
Bill Polian and Jim Moore are new to the Indianapolis area. This has got to be their first parade.
This is Indianapolis Police Department Mounted Patrol coming into view now. They're preceded by the flag carriers from all of the various departments.
The horses are selected for the IPD Mounted Patrol. They have to reflect calm and intelligence while they're under sort of stressful conditions during this parade. There's some guest equestrians that are going to be coming into view. First Lady Margaret Goldsmith is on Norman. She's accompanied by members of the United States Park Police.
This is Boomer, the mascot of the Indiana Pacers, and this, of course, is another interactive element now. Everyone is being told to raise the wands that they will find in their interactive packages that each of these parade spectator was given. And Boomer, the mascot of the Pacers, encouraging parade spectators to be stars in the world's largest interactive parade.
Let's go to Chris Wright in the crowd now and find out how the crowd's reacting to Boomer. Chris?
Well, you know, Mike and Debbie, the theme for this year's 500 Festival Parade is creating magic moments. So help me create a magic moment. Wave your wand for me right now. Yeah. How old are you?
I'm 10.
And your name is Laura?
Yeah.
What school do you go to?
Smoky Row.
And that's in Carmel?
Yeah.
And when is how do you appear in Carmel?
Hi, guys.
Mike and Debbie, back to you.
This is the first major float of the parade. This is the IPALCO Creating Magic Everyday float, the winner of the President's Trophy.
That's right. This is a beautiful float. It's actually a rabbit is going to be waving his magic wand. His head and ears wiggle in anticipation, and then a giant IPL light bulb will light up.
We talked about how mechanically advanced the floats are this year. This is one great example of that. The President's Trophy goes to the best portrayal of a parade theme, and IPALCO wins it this year with this float.
You know, electricity was probably viewed back 100 years ago as a form of magic. Perhaps it really is.
There's Governor O'Bannon.
There he is, and his wife Judy. Hi, Governor. Ms. O'Bannon.
This is a little better than the last outdoor event we shared with him. That was the inaugural. Remember that, Deb?
No, what was it, 2 degrees
About 20
above zero,
below zero
I think.
or
Yeah,
something.
boy, it was
A
cold.
little nicer today.
Governor O'Bannon grew up in Harrison County, Indiana. He received a bachelor's degree in government from IU. There he is. His wife Judy, they're terrific leaders.
And there's Mayor Goldsmith.
That's right.
Mayor Steve Goldsmith of Indianapolis.
Been mayor since 1991. County prosecutor before that. I think his children are in the car with him as he waves to the crowd. He's got his Go Pacers.
There we go.
Can't forget those Pacers.
And that's the Republican National Committee. Of course, that refers to the fact that Indianapolis is making a bid for the Republican National Convention of the year 2000. That bid is still out there.
Right, that would be a great move for the city as well. That would be the year, 2000, I believe,
Yeah,
isn't
it'll be
it?
2000. And here comes the perennial favorite of the parade. I think in every parade I can recall, going all the way back, the Purdue University Marching Band. They are incredible.
If there's anyone or any group that can set the tone here, it's them. And they're so great out of the actual day of the race, too. It's so fun to watch them.
And something that I didn't realize before this year, Purdue has no school of music. Therefore, there's no music majors out there, and yet you have 250 members of one of the great bands in the country. Let's listen to them.
Okay. in this parade, and the largest bass drum. I love that drum.
That's a fixture and produce since 1921.
Oh, it is. You'll love it. It follows the band in all of its parade performances.
Now I'm playing a song we're familiar with back home again in Indiana.
Yeah, our theme song here at Channel 8.
Yeah. You know, I've heard that Purdue Fight song one time too many, being a Notre Dame fan. Every time they scored a touchdown against us, they hailed over Purdue.
I hear a locomotive coming up in the air. That's the Boilermaker, I believe, isn't it?
Well, that is, yes. This is the Boilermaker Special. It's a stylized replica of an old steam locomotive engine. And of course, that's Boilermaker Pete, the school mascot.
You know, this band was the 1995 recipient of the coveted Sudler Trophy, dubbed the Group Heisman Trophy for college bands. Congratulations, Purdue.
This is
Sharon Lawrence.
Yeah, first celebrity of the parade route.
Sharon actually is an award-winning actress. She's one of the few actresses to be featured simultaneously in 2 primetime series on competing networks, a situation comedy and a drama.
I know one of them is NYPD Blue, and I can't think of the other is
Fired Up.
Fired Up, that's
on
it.
NBC.
All right,
She has numerous television film credits, and she's garnered a Screen Actors Guild Award. We're very proud to have her here. Hi, Sharon.
Next we have a float coming up. This is the winner of the Judges Trophy.
That's right.
And it's
It's awarded for exceptional merit in any classification or category. A float deserving recognition but not receiving an award under any other classification. This is the NBD Bank North America Movie Magic.
And this is a tribute to every monster movie ever made. This is depicts a 3D, and a fierce Jurassic Park dinosaur is literally charging through the movie screen, almost into the laps of the theater goers.
You can see it has a dinosaur tail on there that's 24 feet long when it's fully extended. Flips around while popcorn and movie snacks are bounced around. I want to thank NBD for capturing a movie fantasy shared by kids of all ages with Godzilla. The thing that everybody's talking about is kind of fun to look at this.
All those cartoon kids on the float, by the way, those are wearing magic 3D glasses.
Right.
I wore those the first time I watched House of Wax, but at the Vincent Price 3D movie.
This is the Belleville High School Marching Buffs. They're all the way from Belleville, Kansas. They're performing a magic carpet ride for us. Let's listen. 141 members in this band.
This is the first time the Belleville High School Marching Buffs have been at the 500 Festival Parade. But they've also appeared in the Cotton Bowl Parade and also the Fiesta Bowl Parade.
You know, there's 141 members in this band. 63% of them are part of the student body. So it's kind of a small school, but a big band.
Here's Happy the Clown.
There he is.
Yep. A helium-filled clown.
That's right. Judging from that 10-foot wide giant smile on his face, he's pleased to be here.
65 feet tall this guy is.
That's right. He requires 20 balloon handlers. And did you know they had to go to school to become a balloon
There's
handler?
a balloon handling school, is that right?
That's right. They had to go to Balloon School 101, which is 1 hour-long training session, but they have to know how to do it.
We'll be back with the 42nd Annual IPALCO 500 Festival Parade as we look at this beautiful chopper shot in downtown Indianapolis. We'll be back in just a moment.
Ever dreamed of Owning an RV? Thought you couldn't afford one? Surprise, surprise, surprise! Tom Raper, Richmond, Indiana has motorhomes for $245 a month. Fifth wheels, $99. Travel trailers, $89. Tent campers, $39. Remember, the family that plays together stays together. Why rent? Own your home. Mobile homes, $172. Sectional homes, $245.
Save today, Tom Raper's Way.
Truck caps, $99. Call 1-800-RAPER-RV. Sale ends soon.
I love coffee, don't you? But look how it stains your teeth.
Get Plus White toothpaste with dual-action anti-stain polishers.
Plus White removes coffee stains fast.
Guaranteed.
The irritation and bumps after I removed hair from my bikini area was a big problem. No more with Bikini Zone. Medicated cream to stop irritation and those ugly bumps. Bikini Zone.
Look as my ugly bags and wrinkles disappear instantly. Only Sudden Change Under Eye does it. No other product gives you these results instantly. Sudden Change, the instant wrinkle smoother.
When you're busy, sometimes you can't answer every call. Boy, could you use a receptionist.
Mr. Kenneth Markey calling.
Take a number.
Maxwell Moore.
I'm busy.
Well, instead of hiring a receptionist,
Miss Kate Turner called. Twice.
Get something better from Ameritech.
Did you say Katie?
Order caller ID now and you'll get a free display unit and free shipping and handling. Everything you need to make the most of your time.
I'm Peter Fun.
I'm Suzanne Summers. Candid Camera's got more smiles than ever.
Right here on the one and only Wish TV.
You're on Candid Camera.
It certainly takes a year to grow a parade. Floats grandly designed and dozens of hands to make them real. Motion and music tirelessly blending to perfection. And people dedicated to making the Ipalco 500 Festival Parade the best ever. One of the lowest cost electrical providers in all of Indiana and surrounding states. Ipalco, the best definition of power and light.
This includes 232 of the most outstanding musicians from Indiana high school bands. They are the National Band Association Indiana All-Star Marching Band. Let's listen while they go by.
You'll notice here that each band member is wearing his or her uniform from their particular band. So it's kind of like an all-star football game where they all wear their own jerseys, or their own helmets anyway. In this case, they're wearing their own uniforms.
They have sponsors, Butler University and music travel consultants.
Here's the Morgan County Sheriff's Mounted Patrol.
That's right.
Headquartered in Martinsville, Indiana.
They've been part of the 500 Festival Parade since 1987.
20 mounted steeds along with a horse-drawn wagon. They put in a lot of hours of training in general horsemanship.
Morgan County Sheriff's Mounted Patrol is all volunteer. They use their personally owned horses for community service, and they attend all the training on their own time.
Here comes Lucky Vanos. You know who this is, Deb?
You know, I know who this guy is. He should stand up and have his shirt off.
If this was an interactive parade, I don't think so. But this is the guy who made his claim to fame. He was a construction worker in the Diet
Coke commercial, and all the girls saw him, and they were hanging out of the windows looking at him. He's a terrific-looking guy, and he's part of our parade. We're glad to have him here.
He was also a member of the Black Beret. I didn't realize that. Back at the age of 18, an elite anti-terrorist unit.
Yeah, he joined the Army at the age of 18.
Lucky
Handsome
Vanos.
guy, yeah, Lucky Vanos.
I think he was in that show Pacific Palisades, too. That was on Fox 59.
I think you're right. That's right. Some of the crowd looking on. We have about 250,000 folks who watch this parade every year.
And the weather cleared beautifully for this event today.
Oh, thank goodness.
It rained all night and this morning, and we thought, well, we'd be dodging raindrops, but this is
been very lucky.
Beautiful. Approaching now the Archdiocesan Marching Band, 150 members, and these that unit is made up of the marching bands and guard programs of the 4 Archdiocesan high schools: Chittard, Ritter, Roncalli, and Cecina.
Looking at race cars now.
Yeah, these are this is the fleet of mini Indy cars sponsored by the Murat Temple, Indianapolis 500 Shrine Club. This is a perennial favorite here at the race.
Indianapolis 500 Shrine Club was organized in 1965. Today they drive thousands of miles to participate in parades all over the U.S. And they're in Indianapolis today for their 33rd IPALCO 500 Festival Parade. Hi, gentlemen.
They're almost as loud as the race cars now.
Boy, these are supposed to be the mini Indy cars?
Yeah, these are miniature Indy race cars. They resemble the championship cars, which of course will take place in take part in the 500-mile race tomorrow in the Speedway.
You know, the Shriners help 19 orthopedic hospitals and 3 burn units around the country.
Yes,
they're great guys. They do good work.
This is a group that has a lot of fun at parades and in many other events. But as you know, Debbie, as our health scene reporter, the work they do at the orthopedic hospitals and burn institutes is just remarkable.
Yes, they do this. It's top work, and they're so glad to have support there.
Here is the winner of the sweepstakes trophy. And this is the Bank One float. Open a book and explore the magic. And the sweepstakes trophy
is judged on outstanding concept, design, showmanship, theme portrayal, dramatic impact, and craftsmanship. And it won the sweepstakes trophy, as Mike just mentioned. Bank One and 40 talented students from the Dance Refinery are proudly commemorating the 125th anniversary of the Marion County Public Library.
Yeah, this is a librarian now. Boy, this is a great float. This is a librarian. And when she isn't looking, the dinosaurs, the aliens, and the wild animals will leap out of those books behind her there. Bookmarks will pop up and down, and various costume characters appear.
I want to see this alien that's supposed to pop up. It will in just a second here.
You know what that is behind her there?
I think that's Lynn St. James,
right.
Isn't it? Yeah. She's waving to the crowd. 1992 Bank One Rookie of the Year. She's an avid reader. I know her, and got to do an interview with her in Florida. She's quite a lady.
Now, let's see if we can get these books. The books are opening up while she's not looking there, and you see the various... there's Humpty Dumpty back there.
That's right, coming out of a box. He should be sitting on a wall, you'd think. Bo Peep.
Bo Peep, Cat on the Fiddle, I think, is back there as well. And
it reminds me, you know, there's a Queen. You know, we have the I Love to Read program at Wish TV. Speaking of reading, and over 400 schools participate in that. It usually kicks off in the fall, and you and I help out with that usually in November, the I Love to Read program.
This is the City of Wabash City of Magic Moments float, and
you know, it won the Queen's Trophy.
It did, and this is the one. This is actually a replica of the dome of the Wabash Courthouse, which on March 31st, 1880, as if by magic, suddenly came alive with a burst of light.
It was the first electrically lighted city in the world, Wabash, Indiana. And that float commemorates that magic moment with a replica, as you said, of the courthouse and that moment in history.
This looks like one of our old friends from Butler University.
I think so. Riding in style. You'll see him coming up. The mascot, the Butler Bulldog. You know, it was designed by Walt Disney World.
See, that's something else I didn't know. I didn't realize that. Walt Disney designers came up with this mascot.
Butler's top outstanding female students are going to be accompanying the Bulldog. Heather Gallagher, a senior with double majors in secondary education. Oh, wait a minute. Everybody's got to get their mask out.
This is the interactive part, yeah.
That's right.
See, I got mine in here somewhere. Let me see if I can find it.
I've got mine here, too.
Okay, this is
not the Spike Lee mask. This is the Butler Bulldog mask.
Yeah, the Butler Bulldog mask.
That's right. Here we are. I don't think anybody can see us, but we've got our mask out.
42nd Annual 500 Festival Parade. The IPALCO 500 Festival Parade continues from downtown Indianapolis right after this.
The Memorial Day sale at Bullock Furniture has been held over right now. Buy furniture while it's less than ever. You can save from 30 to 50% on everything in all Bullock stores. It's been held over. Everything you buy will save you money. Everything you buy requires no payments and no interest for 1 year. Or take an additional 10% off for cash. It's been held over. The Memorial Day sale at Bullock's means savings heaped on savings. Bullock Furniture, a world away from the everyday and surprisingly affordable. See it for yourself and save.
Every month, college students eat 60 million slices of pizza, and they don't always have a toothbrush. Chew on this. Chewing Trident after meals can help prevent cavities from forming.
Good breakfast.
So when you can't brush, chew on this. Trident.
Live in life's fast lane. Race to Vegas and Derek Daly's Performance Driving Academy. Entry forms and details are available at Green's Auto and Truck Service and at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Featuring the June 6th Wing Sprint Spectacular.
New cell phone, huh?
Got it for free. Hello? Oh, free call waiting. Free activation.
You could sign up with a lot of cellular companies and still not get everything Ameritech gives you for $19.95.
Detailed billing. Shh. Don't move. You're sitting on the one with free minutes.
Get a free Motorola phone, 50 free minutes, free call waiting, and detailed billing, all for $19.95 from Ameritech.
Look what I got for you. Wow, how does this work?
It works because people and equipment you never see are dedicated to your lives. From extraordinary technology to some of the bravest guys we know. We're so good at our jobs that you never notice. One of the lowest cost electrical providers in all of Indiana and surrounding states.
Oh, you just plug it in.
IPALCO, the best definition of power and light.
We are back now with the IPALCO 500 Festival.
The Horse Patrol.
Parade, and this is the Horse Patrol right here. This is the Murrah Mizpah Horse Patrol from Fort Wayne, Indiana, and Indianapolis.
Palomino is my favorite.
Oh, yeah. Also, this is the Antioch Horse Patrol from Dayton, Ohio, as part of the same.
These three groups compete against each other all year, and in fact, each has been a national champion of the Shrine Horse Patrols at one time or another. But today they've come together as one unit for the IPALCO 500 Festival Parade.
And once again, we point out the Shriners, great work they do, supporting 22 children's hospitals. We talked about the burn centers in North America, and their motto of this particular unit is fitting: we ride so crippled children may walk.
Good guys.
St. Mary's All Brass Marching Band.
I can't wait to hear this group. Now, they come from wonderful St. Mary's, Ohio. They're one of the few high school all-brass marching bands in the state of Ohio. They're 130 strong.
This is their first 500 Festival Parade, but again, like as in many of the other units that are here for the first time, they have quite a parade history. They've been at the Kentucky Derby Pegasus Parade, also the Holiday Parade in Chicago.
Right. St. Mary's is proud of the fact that many of their graduates go on to perform in college bands across Ohio and the Midwest. Memorial
High School, I guess, is the official designation here, Memorial High School of St. Mary's. And they're going to play Off the Line for us.
130 strong as they position themselves along the parade route. Let's listen.
Here's an old friend of ours, a native-born Hoosier.
Garfield.
Yep.
Oh, isn't he charming, waving at everybody? Did you know that he is read by more than 200,000 people daily and more than 2,500 newspapers worldwide? He's a popular cartoon character.
Internationally famous, although I'm sure he would say he is intergalactically famous.
Yeah, boy, today he'd say that. His human companion is creator Jim Davis. He's originally from Muncie, Indiana. He's a graduate of Ball State University, also in Muncie.
And this is also Garfield. This is the Indiana's Energy Alliance float called the Power of Magic. And Garfield is doing something he wishes he could do every day. He's pulling his friend Odie out of a hat.
Right. You know, he is celebrating his 20th birthday next month, and with him today are 22 members of the Curtain Call Dance Academy from Indianapolis. There is old Odie.
And just imagine this, Garfield's just in the first of his 9 lives. He'll be around a long time. Really, Garfield was the Grand Marshal of this parade.
That's right.
Twice, once in 1996 and also in 1987 when he was here.
You know, this is the first year for the Indiana Energy Alliance's participation in the parade. The Alliance includes Indiana Gas, Citizens Gas, and Pro Alliance Energy. And 200 hours of volunteer work went into this. Here's our dancers.
There's a great overview of the parade itself as it makes its way down Pennsylvania Avenue.
Isn't it great? You know, I was at the parade last year when they just had to have the replicas. They did a great job with that. But boy, what a difference from last year.
Yes. We were lucky enough, too, to see some of these floats as they were being made at the at Expo Design. We'll talk about that a bit later on because it's...
hey, this is Seaforce One coming up, isn't it?
Right.
It's SeaWorld Orlando's giant stingray-shaped futuristic exploration vehicle. What does it stand for? I think...
Scientific Exploration of Atlantis.
There you go.
SEA.
We got it.
Seaforce One from Orlando.
It's a 6-wheeled, yeah, he's on a James Bond.
I was going to say, he would be envious of this, wouldn't he?
Wow. It's a roadster, obviously. It includes a full remote studio for live radio broadcasts. It has a satellite dish. It's got everything. A 3,600 watt sound system, which I think we can hear pretty well. And a loud muffler. Whew. This is the Capitol High School Pride at Capitol High, I believe.
That's from Charleston, West Virginia, 110-member band. This school is only 9 years old, but it's received 20 grand championships in 9 years. That's something.
They're dressed in their school colors of royal blue and gray. So let's listen to Championship.
High School Pride of Capitol High, coming here from Charleston, West Virginia.
Coming into view there, the Continental Earth Balloon. Greetings from outer space, folks. The Earth Balloon is an exact replica of the planet Earth. As seen by astronauts and space satellites, it reminds us of the wonder and magic of our own home planet.
This has been around, too. It's toured the world, and 6 years ago, stopped in San Francisco, Berlin, Tokyo, London, Montreal.
Requires 1,400 cubic feet of helium to lift it off the ground, and the Earth balloon is just over 14 feet wide when it's fully inflated.
Beautiful shot as it ascends over downtown Indianapolis on parade day.
We're going to be back with more of the IPALCO 500 Festival Parade, so stay with us.
Your life is non-stop. Be here, be there, do this, do that. That's why you need BAN. With non-stop triple protection to stop body odor, a powerful antiperspirant to keep you dry, and a less irritating, no sting, no alcohol formula. The revolutionary BAN Clear Soft Solid, with a shape-to-fit applicator that releases just the amount of invisible protection you need, and keeps on working non-stop, just like you. BAN, an invisible band of protection all day long.
Ever dreamed of owning an RV? Thought you couldn't afford one? Surprise, surprise, surprise! Tom Raper, Richmond, Indiana has motorhomes for $245 a month. Fifth wheels, $99. Travel trailers, $89. Tent campers, $39. Remember, the family that plays together stays together. Why rent? Own your home. Mobile homes, $172. Sectional homes, $245.
Save today, Tom Raper's Way.
Truck caps, $99. Call 1-800-RAPER-RV. Sail in soon.
My husband, the carpenter.
My wife, the interior decorator.
When we looked for a new home, he said, I want solid construction.
And she said, smart design.
Space.
Value. And we said,
manufactured home.
Inside, solid wood framing. Outside, intelligent design.
Call this number for free information. Indiana's manufactured housing. More house, more home.
It certainly takes a year to grow a parade. Floats grandly designed and dozens of hands to make them real. Motion and music tirelessly blending to perfection. And people dedicated to making the IPALCO 500 Festival Parade the best ever. One of the lowest cost electrical providers in all of Indiana and surrounding states. IPALCO, the best definition of power right.
Back with the 500 Festival, the IPALCO 500 Festival Parade. I'm Mike Ahern along with Debbie Knox, and we are now being entertained by the Military Department of Indiana Ceremonial Mounted Color Guard.
It's part of the ceremonial unit of the Caisson Platoon. It's made up of Indiana National Guard men and women who volunteer their time to train the horses and maintain the equipment.
They're riding U.S. Army McClellan saddles. The saddles date back to the Civil War. And the unusually large white horses are called English Shires. This team was donated to the National Guard by the 3rd U.S. Infantry, the Old Guard from Fort Myer, Virginia.
This is the 17th IPALCO 500 Festival Parade that they've been involved in. Aren't they dignified?
Oh, that's beautiful. And of course, they also remind us that
this is Memorial Day.
Oh, yes, right, exactly. With all the festivities, this is Memorial Day weekend, and this is a chance to honor those who have fought for our freedom, to thank them as well. And that's a great unit. They've been here for 19 years now.
I think we can see Robert M. Walker. He is the Undersecretary of the Army.
I think he's the acting secretary right now. I think he was appointed out in early January of '98. And he will serve as that until the President nominates and then the Senate confirms the new Secretary of the Army.
He's responsible for conducting all the affairs of the Department of the Army, including recruiting, organizing, supplying equipment, training, and mobilizing.
This is the White Horse Mounted Patrol, 19 all-white horses with riders clad in, well, as you can see, scarlet, gold, green, and black, topped with a red fez of the Shriners.
Established in 1923, the White Horse Mounted Patrol is one of the oldest shrine equestrian units in the country and the only one mounted on all white horses.
I hope I pronounced this right. This is the T. Abu Becker Shrine Temple from Sioux City, Iowa.
I think you pronounced it correctly, we hope.
Been around since 1923. They were the National Cherry Blossom Festival Parade, Tournament of Roses Parade,
and the Rose and Cotton Bowl.
And Cotton Bowl.
They're going to perform for the crowd. Oh, the crowd's applauding. They are beautiful.
Coming up, we have the another one of the floats that won in the judging that I believe was held yesterday.
I think it was. It's the Rotary Trophy. Preserve the Magic is the title of the float. They won the Float Committee Trophy for most outstanding design and craftsmanship.
Rotary International. So this, I believe the award for this one is one of the most elaborate of all the floats, because look at this. Now we're looking at an owl.
Right.
Looking for lunch, I think, among the spectators, maybe. I don't know.
He's supposed to be just about ready to devour some of the little critters that are on that float. They have... there's a dog, and yeah, there's that animated face on the tree.
We don't know what she's saying, but you can hear her bark anyway, can't you?
Right, there's all sorts of subtle little noises. You may not be able to pick it up, but you can hear it if you listen closely.
Now, there's a frog on a pond down there with real flowing water. This, of course, reflects Rotary's care and concern for the environment, this float.
You know, $9,000 worth of silks are used in the construction of this, and actually, this is going to be the centerpiece for the Rotary International's 89th convention here in Indianapolis next month, so it's going to be doing double duty.
This is really spectacular.
It is. Do you know 150 pounds of glitter and 200 gallons of primer and paint are used in the floats in this parade?
A lot went into that.
Yeah, that was beautiful.
Here's the U.S. Marine Corps Color Guard.
They're going to add a little patriotic magic to the 500 Festival Parade. Let's listen. thanks to the Marine Corps Color Guard for helping us celebrate this Memorial Day weekend. Great guys. Anthony Kennedy Shriver, I think, is in our view now. He's coming down the parade route next. He's the founder and president of Best Buddies International.
And his wife, Alina.
Pretty.
This is an organization, by the way, which helps improve the quality of life for people with mental retardation by providing social and employment opportunities.
The folks behind it.
Here's the Sexton Company's balloon that we heard so much about. This is the helium balloon, but it depicts a hot air balloon.
It's actually a cartoon balloon titled Around the World in 80 Days, and it's filled with storybook characters waving to the crowd. There they are.
25 Sexton Company employees are helping to keep that balloon in tow, and
they had to go to balloon school,
I think they did. They're making a circle around so everybody in the crowd can see the... this is the first year, by the way, for the Palco 500 Festival Parade for this particular unit.
You know, the Sexton Companies manage apartments, including Lockfield Gardens, the oldest community in Indianapolis, and it was dedicated by Eleanor Roosevelt in 1939. It's a fun balloon.
WP Cyclone's magnificent high wheel band is coming into view next. There they are.
This is really amazing. They're going to stay in the 1800s essentially with these bikes. This is a 14-member group from Carlton, Michigan. They recreate the 1890s high wheel band, which existed for a short time in St. John's, Michigan.
And they're playing instruments while riding those bikes. How do they do that?
I don't know how do they even get on the bikes. That's what I want to know.
That's another question.
And they're playing instruments.
Now, although this is a period unit, obviously, they were only formed 6 years ago.
Right.
And it took 4 years just to get the bicycles and the instruments. And the first time they performed, 1997. So they're new, and they are...
The crowd loves them.
Yes, they do.
They are colorful. That's quite a feat to be able to ride one of those things. Can you imagine falling off? Ooh. And kids are in it, too.
Yep. We played Sousa marches along the way.
Right. A lady riding that bike with skirts on, you'd think everything would get all caught in those folks, but not her.
Did you hear her bell there?
Yeah, that's great.
These are the wheelmen.
Right, the wheelmen are taking us on a magic carpet ride back to the late 1800s as well. They're led by National Commander Bill Smith from Michigan.
There's 25 of these bicycling enthusiasts, and they're riding authentic adult and children's bicycles and tricycles from the 1880s and 1890s, and they are wearing costumes from that era.
They're going to hold their national meet in Indianapolis in just a couple of months, so we're getting to know the town. Thanks for joining us.
Next band to come along here is from Portland, Indiana, the Jay County
High School Band.
This is their 6th appearance in the IPALCO 500 Festival Parade, dressed smartly in their blue and white uniforms, trimmed in red.
All 174 students are going to entertain us with a song, a rendition, I think, of Into the Future.
Let's listen in. And we'll be back with more of the IPALCO 500 Festival Parade. Stay with us.
One question I get a lot is about this up here. Is it real? And looking at some of the old advertising, I can see why you'd wonder. Well, it's real. Just like when I say we carry suits by many of the same designers as department stores, but for 20 to 30% less. That's real too. As real as, well, you know what.
The Men's Warehouse.
You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
1-800-776-SUIT.
I love coffee, don't you? But look how it stains your teeth.
Get Plus White toothpaste with dual-action anti-stain polishers.
Plus White removes coffee stains fast.
Guaranteed.
The irritation and bumps after I removed hair from my bikini area was a big problem. No more with Bikini Zone. Medicated cream to stop irritation and those ugly bumps. Bikini Zone.
Look as my ugly bags and wrinkles disappear instantly. Only Sudden Change Under Eye does it. No other product gives you these results instantly. Sudden Change, the instant wrinkle smoother.
The Memorial Day sale at Bullock Furniture has been held over right now. Buy furniture while it's less than ever. You can save from 30 to 50% on everything in all Bullock stores. It's been held over. Everything you buy will save you money. Everything you buy requires no payments and no interest for 1 year. Or take an additional 10% off for cash. It's been held over. The Memorial Day sale at Bullock's means savings heaped on savings. Bullock Furniture, a world away from the everyday and surprisingly affordable. See it for yourself and save.
Look what I've got for you.
Wow, how does this work?
It works because people and equipment you never see are dedicated to your lives. From extraordinary technology to some of the bravest guys we know. We're so good at our jobs that you never notice. One of the lowest cost electrical providers in all of Indiana and surrounding states.
Oh, you just plug it in.
Hypalco, the best definition of power and light.
Back again with coverage of the 500 Festival, called the 500 Festival Parade, and this is the winner of the Sponsors Trophy, National City.
Yeah, look at that wicked old witch.
You know who that is?
Yeah, from The Wizard of Oz.
Exactly. This is a great float.
Yeah, it is.
That's there you see the
characters from The Wizard
of
of
course.
Oz.
You got Dorothy and the Tin Man and the Scarecrow and of course, the Cowardly Lion. And aboard the float
are the Munchkins.
These are two of the original Munchkins. Only 13 are still alive. We're looking at Margaret Pellegrini and Clarence Swenson. And I heard Margaret telling Patty during her pre-parade program last night that she got $50 a week for being one of the Munchkins.
Just 22 when The Wizard of Oz was filmed. Well, that's a fabulous float. They're going to be playing, I think, somewhere over the rainbow.
Yeah, those are the legs of. We just saw a quick shot of the legs of the witch. She was trapped, of course, under the house.
Fabulous. Hey, these are the Circle City Cloggers. This is a lively bunch. I know their oldest member is in her 70s.
Yeah, we're coming up now. These are the cloggers coming along now. The next element of the parade will be another one of the interactives we've been talking about. And once again, these are the chance for the people on the parade route, the spectators, to join in. And this particular tower is sponsored by National City Bank. And this is the visor, the patriotic visors that people were provided.
Our parade marshal's going to be coming up. I know you'll want to see him.
Right now, let's toss it to Chris Wright down on the parade route. Chris?
Well, Mike and Debbie, we broke out our National City visors. We're waiting for some sunshine here at the 500 Festival Parade. I don't think we'll see any rain. The weather is going to stay just as nice as it's been all day long. Back to you.
All right, Chris, thanks very much.
Coming into view, our parade marshal, Dr. David Wolf. He's our grand marshal. He's logged a total of 142 days in space, and we are so proud. He's a North Central graduate, IU grad, and got his medical degree here in Indiana. A real American hero. We're proud to have him here.
And in spite of all of his achievements and all the degrees he holds, he has never lost the joy of being in space. I think he just delighted in that mission aboard Mir.
He's been to almost every Indianapolis 500, too, in the last 17 or 18 years.
That's what I understand. He's been to
He's a real big race fan. Oh, he's getting out to take a picture of somebody.
Oh, this is great. He's going to get the crowd, I think.
This is really an interactive parade.
So he's taking a picture of the crowd, and they're taking a picture of him, and we're taking a picture of him taking a picture of the crowd, taking a picture of this.
You know, he has 11 patents. What a great guy. He's got 11 patents, and he's published more than 140 technical papers. This is one smart guy. You know, I have a friend who taught him when he was in the 7th grade, and he always brought his microscope to school. She said he was a great student and a nice kid back then.
And Patty Spitler had a chance to talk to David Wolf earlier.
I understand you were selected or asked to be the Grand Marshal while you were in space. Is that correct?
That's right. I was hoping it was true. I've wanted to do that every bit as much as fly in space.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, have you practiced anything being a Grand Marshal? What do you have to do?
Well, it's not that hard a job. We mainly have to make sure the kids are happy and understand what we do in space. We give presentations. We get to go on the float. Look, the weather looks good here for the parade. And it turns out I get to drive a parade lap, it looks like, before the race.
You do? Have you practiced that? I mean, just...
We're going to take care of that later today.
Okay.
These are huge red, white, and blue rectangular flags supported by PVC pipe. They're being carried by students from Southport High School in Southport, Indiana. And as they pass us, the kids are alternately waving the flags or holding them in a special formation.
And it's
Beautiful
only
sight.
fitting, this is, of course, part of the patriotic element of the parade. Each of these various units has a definite theme.
One of the nice things about this parade, they have never had any injuries in the 42 years that they've held this parade.
Oh, there's a great picture.
That is. That's a beautiful shot down Pennsylvania Street.
They're all being waved, and well, as you can tell, they're in precision formation. Look at the most spectacular effect.
Choreographed just for our cameras. Oh.
Southport High School, they can be proud of this unit.
This is a great part of the parade. David Wolf sort of leading this segment off. This Memorial Day weekend, it's nice to see the old red, white, and blue. Confetti and streamers being popped off.
That was a surprise, I think.
Yeah, I think it was a little surprise.
That was coming. This is a NASA people carrier.
That's right. Colonel Richard Searfoss, Scott Altman, Dr. Richard Linehan,
Commander Catherine Heyer, Dr. David Williams, Dr. Jay Bucky, and Dr. James Pavelchik. And these are members of the Space Shuttle Columbia.
STS-90, the 25th flight of the Space Shuttle Columbia.
That's a model of the Space Shuttle Discovery that they have within there.
They are true American heroes.
This shuttle is only 13 feet long. It's about a tenth the size of an actual space shuttle. They have been very active in Indianapolis this weekend, too. They've been at all the major events.
I was out at the race one time, and there was a astronaut who was just fascinated by the race, and he was actually watching Lynn St. James, and they met, and Lynn said she wanted to go up in the space shuttle, and he said he wanted to drive a race car, so they thought maybe they'd switch. That was a couple of years ago.
This is the American United Life Insurance Company Spirit of America. This is the walking flag.
It's going to give the illusion of waving and rippling. I can't wait to see this.
36 American United Life employees and family members are actually standing inside the flag itself. There's a good picture of it. You can see right there, they're waving to the crowd. And this is how the flag is transported down Pennsylvania Street.
And you can hear it. It's accompanied by by a lot of patriotic music, the Spirit of America. It's a 20 by 38 foot American flag.
This is really a larger-than-life version of the same flag that's, of course, atop the 38-story AUL Tower downtown.
Let's take a break now. We'll be back with more of the IPALCO 500 Festival Parade right after this.
The good news is that men now have many more choices on what to wear to work. The bad news is that men now have many more choices on what to wear to work. Which is why at the Men's Warehouse, we help dress you from business Mondays all the way through to casual Fridays. Saturdays and Sundays, it's every man for himself.
Every day, more than 5,000 people buy a shirt or pair of slacks at the Men's Warehouse.
You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
1-800-776-SUIT.
Ever dreamed of owning an RV? Thought you couldn't afford one? Surprise, surprise, surprise! Tom Raper, Richmond, Indiana has motorhomes for $245 a month. Fifth wheels, $99. Travel trailers, $89. Tent campers, $39. Remember, the family that plays together stays together. Why rent? Own your home. Mobile homes, $172. Sectional homes, $245.
Save today, Tom Raper's Way.
Truck caps, $99. Call 1-800-RAPER-RV. Sale ends soon.
It certainly takes a year to grow a parade. Floats grandly designed and dozens of hands to make them real. Motion and music tirelessly blending to perfection. And people dedicated to making the Ipalco 500 Festival Parade the best ever. One of the lowest cost electrical providers in all of Indiana and surrounding states. Ipalco, the best definition of power and light.
New cell phone, huh?
Got it for free. Hello? Oh, free call waiting. Free activation.
You could sign up with a lot of cellular companies and still not get everything Ameritech gives you for $19.95.
Detailed billing. Shh. Don't move. You're sitting on the one with free minutes.
Get a free Motorola phone, 50 free minutes, free call waiting, and detailed billing, all for $19.95 from Ameritech.
We're back with the 500 Festival, Ipalco 500 Festival Parade. You're watching now.
This is part of the World Police and Fire Games.
Yes,
this
exactly.
unit goes along with them.
Yeah. With them are their canine counterparts. There's a Dalmatian fire dog and a police dog. As part of this as well, there's the fire truck.
They serve as ambassadors for Indianapolis and positive role models for young aspiring athletes.
The World Police and Fire Games will be held in the year 2001, and these 50 athletes all represent Indianapolis area police officers and firefighters.
That truck that you saw was rebuilt at a cost of $3,600. This is the Pike Township Color Guard and Drill Team. This is their first year in the Ipalco 500 Festival Parade. They've attended National Honor Guard competitions for the past 8 years, though. Color Guard and the drill teams were established in 1988 to conduct various fire department events and assist with presenting colors at state and local events. Thank you for being part of the parade. Coming up.
Here's the Pike High School Color Guard and Drill Team now, representing Pike High School of Indianapolis, of course. The Pike Band. This is the first year.
Age. That's what they call themselves. Basketball championships this year.
That's right, first year in the parade itself. Of course, we know that Pike High School won the Tournament of Champions.
They continue to receive a lot of awards and honors for their musical achievements. They're going to be performing Magic to Do from the Broadway musical Pippin in just a second here. They've got brand new black, red, and white uniforms, which I know they're happy to strut for us.
Here they are, the Crimson Rage Band of Pike High School. This is a huge high school band, Debbie. 314 members, is that right?
Yes, I think you're right. I'm so proud of them. Our assistant news director's son goes there, and we have a friend, John Rose, who plays basketball for Pike. So
oh, yeah, he was a starting guard on the...
He was, and we're very proud of him.
Tournament of
They
Champions.
had a great basketball team this year. Hey, the Arabian horses are coming into sight. Sponsored by the Canterbury Arabians of Noblesville, Indiana. These are beautiful horses, Mike.
Yeah, they're known as the world's oldest purebred horse, dating as far back as the 16th century BC.
The lead horse in the black and white checkered flag is Real Mac. He was the Indianapolis Schools football team mascot for more than 7 years. But at age 19, he retired from the game, and he's now serving as ambassador for the Arabian horse breed.
Yeah, these horses here are all costumed in the colors of these 7 Indianapolis 500 race flags we talked about earlier, which will be, of course, a recurring theme throughout the parade.
Boy, they are beautiful.
We are about to see, in a moment now, a wedding performed. We mentioned this at the beginning of the parade.
Yes, there are ways to get married, and there are ways to get married, you know?
We know that the cannonball, the human cannonball, was a first.
Yeah.
This is definitely a first.
G-Thrap Jewelers and WZPL Radio are sponsoring this. This trophy, or this float, received the parade chairman's trophy. It was awarded to the float demonstrating the most originality and creativity.
You can't get any more original than this.
No, you can't.
A wedding ceremony. This is Ruth Lowe and Eric Burnsey. They were engaged on Valentine's Day. Ruth is a surgery trauma clinical manager at Methodist Hospital. Eric is the editor of the Greencastle, Indiana Banner Graphic. And Debbie, you know who's performing the service there?
I think it's, yes, he's a minister. In fact, he was ordained just for this event, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's a radio...
Steve King. He's
one of the,
marrying the couple from WZPL.
Yeah, he's one of the radio personalities of ZPL. Now, see, when I was in radio, I don't think I wasn't allowed to do that, no.
Ah, here are the little flower girls.
I guess you could say he's a minister. He's not a minister, but he plays one on radio.
I want to hear him say, "I do," but I don't know if we'll get to hear him say that.
They're going to exchange vows 2 or 3 times along the parade route.
Well, that's one way to get married.
Well, the honeymoon.
Let's not talk about that.
250,000 people aren't going to be along on that.
I think they're either going to Plainfield, maybe San Francisco. I think that was where they were heading. Hey, this is the Oswego High School marching band coming into view here. They're from Illinois, 125 members strong.
This band is in its 63rd year.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Orange and blue, those are my high school colors.
You know what they're playing?
No, what are they playing? Zippity Doo-Dah. Is that Zippity Doo-Dah?
I believe it's Zippity Doo-Dah.
I think you're right. They've won Grand Champion and Sweepstakes Awards at the Music Fest in Orlando. Let's listen.
Oswego High School Marching Band, Oswego, Illinois, playing the 1946 Academy Award-winning song. That Song of the South.
You're so smart, Mike.
I have a lot of useless trivia in my head.
They're good, though.
Yes.
It's enough of
We
that.
promise we wouldn't sing.
All right, okay. They get too silly here.
The movie Song of the South.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, here is the winner of the
This is the
sponsored
magic.
by the Indianapolis Hospital.
Right. It's called the Magic of Childbirth. This is really an interesting float. It's the first year for a number of hospitals to participate in this. What you're going to see is a large stork there, surrounded by all sorts of little birth announcements, rattles, toy blocks, booties.
You see the nurses there telling everybody to be quiet.
Yeah, there you go. Aw, that's cute. Yeah, I know that Community, St. Francis participated in this, Indianapolis, Community Hospitals, Indianapolis, Wishart, Columbia Women's Hospital, St. Vincent.
The stork is surrounded by all the symbols of a new baby. You've got the rattle, toy blocks, booties. There's a stuffed teddy bear up on that float. There's the stork.
That is cute. I didn't know nurses would tiptoe like that.
Neither. There's a great shot of it right there.
Yeah.
And there's the little teddy bear at the end. And I believe that following in the right behind this float, we'll see in a minute, is a... there it is.
There's the ducky.
Little yellow toy ducky. You have one of those, don't you?
Oh, we've got several, I think.
Not that size.
No. Waterlogged by now, but cute. This is the Indianapolis All-City High School Marching Band. This is great. These are the best student musicians. They were chosen from each of the 5 inner-city high school bands here, and they're brought together for the Palco 500 Festival Parade. So let's listen.
And once again, each of the students, musicians, is wearing his or her school uniform, which creates a dazzling collage of color along Pennsylvania Street. And they're playing Mr. Magic.
You got it. the winner of the Director's Trophy. It goes to the Rehabilitation Hospital of Indiana, the magic of the human spirit.
This is really an inspirational float. It is a wheelchair racer giving that last great burst of energy to cross the Indianapolis 500 Festival Mini Marathon finish line. We watched as this was being created at Expo Design several weeks ago. And it's interesting what goes into this. There's just a flatbed truck with the skeleton of the float then in
and
metal.
they have these sketches all over the place, so they know what they're doing, and they're actually shaving and carving a lot of the styrofoam and the materials with knives. They have artists are working on this for months before it actually appears.
There's 50,000 square feet of raw foam that goes into this parade. A lot of it is in this one figure here. Is
500 pounds of fresh flowers are in this. That's beautiful. Rehabilitation Hospital is it's actually a freestanding hospital in Indianapolis on the west side.
And a float, I think we'd have to agree, is a testimony to the fact that persons with disabilities are able to take part in activities just as any other person does. This is a terrific float.
Yeah, you bet. That's great. Here come the Merlin Magician students.
We'll be back with more of the 500 Festival, the Ipalco 500 Festival Parade, right after this message.
I used to wake up feeling so down. Fortunately, I found Harmonex, an herbal supplement from SunSource. Harmonex contains St. John's wort to help keep my spirits up and Siberian ginseng to keep me feeling great physically. Now I look forward to every single day. Keep harmony in your life with Harmonex.
And now, important news from SunSource. In Healing Anxiety with Herbs and Hypericum and Depression, Harold Bloomfield, MD, discusses St. John's wort and Siberian ginseng. In his books, Dr. Bloomfield provides key information on herbs for feeling your best emotionally and physically.
Have you noticed that each time you wash your clothes, everything starts to look sort of dingy and dull? It's not your detergent's fault. You see, your water contains minerals that prevent detergents from working their best. Luckily, there's Calgon Water Softener. Adding Calgon helps to neutralize those minerals in your water so your detergent can do its job completely. Your clothes come out cleaner and brighter. Calgon Water Softener cleans your water so your detergent can clean your clothes.
Hi, I'm Jim Palmer. The Money Store is so sure they have the best home loan under the sun, they guarantee it. It's the 90-day no-pay, the loan that lets you refinance your home, lower your monthly payments, and take a break from your mortgage for 3 months. That's right, lower payments and no mortgage for 3 months. If you find a better deal anywhere in America, we'll refund your money, guaranteed. Just call 1-800-LOAN-YES and take a break with the 90-day no-pay, only at the Money Store.
Look what I've got for you.
Wow, how does this work?
It works because people and equipment you never see are dedicated to your lives. From extraordinary technology to some of the bravest guys we know. We're so good at our jobs that you never notice. One of the lowest cost electrical providers in all of Indiana and surrounding states.
Oh, you just plug it in.
Ipalco, the best definition of power and light.
Okay, we're back and we're looking at a lively group here, a colorful field of 12 mini Grand Prix cars presented by the Fox 59 Community Fund and the Arthritis Foundation. Teaming up to present their winners in the fight against arthritis. With them is Scott Ritchie, Youth Ambassador for the Arthritis Foundation, the Indiana chapter.
On August 8th of this year, these mini Grand Prix cars and perhaps as many as a dozen more will race through the streets downtown in the 8th annual Mini Grand Prix. That'll raise money for the Arthritis Foundation.
And the Indiana chapter. Organizations and companies form volunteer teams, pit crews actually, to compete in a day-long event.
There's the Cloverdale High School Emerald Command, Cloverdale, Indiana.
Boy, they look snazzy in their
look
white jackets. That's sharp.
You know, I didn't know this. Cloverdale is the 12th fastest growing town in Indiana.
Well, I'll tell you, you're so smart, Mike.
Aren't I, though? Especially when it's written down for me.
Yes, and they're going to be playing your favorite song, I think, coming up here. And it's not Born to be Wild, but they're going to play that too.
That's one of them.
Yes, Notre Dame Victory March coming up. This is their first year in the Ipalco 500 Festival Parade. Let's take a listen.
From
from your local weather station. This is a Wish TV Weather Alert.
Good afternoon. I'm meteorologist Chris Wright from the Wish TV newsroom. I want to bring you up to date with the weather. Take a live look at Doppler radar on Super Doppler 8 right now as the National Weather Service has issued a tornado warning for Blackford County and for Grant County until 2:55. Doppler radar is indicating a possible tornado 11 miles west of Hartford City, moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. Some cities in the path of this possible tornado are Upland, Gas City, Hartford City, and Montpelier. Again, tornado warning in effect until 2:55 rather, for Blackford and for Grant County here in central Indiana. We still have the severe thunderstorm watch until 6 o'clock for all of central Indiana. We'll keep an eye on these storms and have updates throughout the afternoon, and of course a full report coming up on News 8 at 6 o'clock. But for now, we're returning to the Apalco 500 Festival Parade.
It's followed by one of the few steam-powered calliopes in existence today. 32 whistles under full steam. This can be heard for 3 to 5 miles.
You bet it can.
And they're playing back home again in Indiana.
It was built for the bicentennial 500 Festival Parade in 1976. The circus wagon in which it's housed was designed by Professor Robert Weaver from the Heron School of Art.
Scottsburg High School Band of Warriors from Scottsburg, Indiana.
They're in their brand new festive purple, black, and gold uniform. Scottsburg High School Band of Warriors from Scottsburg, Indiana. It's performing their first IPALCO 500 Festival Parade this year.
But once again, they've been around. They've been to the Cotton Bowl, the Orange Bowl Parade, Shenandoah Apple Blossom. Is that the one that you were in, Deb? The Apple
You
Blossom?
keep asking about that. Yeah, I was in the Blossom Time Festival.
Oh, in Michigan.
Many thousands of years ago.
But you did ride in this parade at one time.
Yes, in 1972, and I think you interviewed me. We don't remember each other,
I don't remember that, no.
I made a real impression, didn't I? Woo! Oh, well.
Scottsburg High School's Band of Warriors.
Princess Trophy's coming up in just a second here, but let's listen for a second.
Very nicely done, Scottsburg High School. Their first IPALCO 500 Festival Parade.
It's great to have them here.
And what turned out to be a lovely afternoon. We don't have much sunshine, but
is this luck or what?
We have no rain, and it's a very cool afternoon as well. So
right, perfect temperature for this.
This is the winner of the Princess Trophy, sponsored by Synergy. And the float is named Magical Shades of Blues. Well, this is great. This is all of the little...
yeah, we saw this at Expo Design as well. They were just putting it together. It's just amazing how they construct these things. I saw the actual little flowers being painted, the toadstools too.
Each of these bugs is musical. We got the ants, dragonflies, spiders, garden critters, bees.
They're getting the crowd going.
Oh yeah, they are. Let's see if we can hear them.
There they are.
You see that bass-playing bug spinning up? And of course the dragonfly as the
around there too.
kind of watching over the whole thing.
Well, the hydraulics and the mechanisms and all this are amazing when you see them being built, how they're designed.
There are some actual human beings on that floor. You know,
right.
Little
bees, honeybees are all people.
They're the costume children of Synergy employees.
Right.
Well, that is a terrific float.
That is. Congratulations on the Princess Trophy there. Coming into view, the Eckrich Funhouse. Here comes a colorful sight. It's a 22-foot long, 12-foot high cartoon house reminiscent of the 1930s and filled with Eckrich fun, food, and games.
By the way,
You're going to see this at Gate 1, I believe. Is that right, during the race?
Exactly, Gate 1 during the race tomorrow.
The Keystone Cops.
And all the proceeds will go from the sale of the Eckrich products will go to benefit Gleaner's Food Bank of Indianapolis.
Keystone Cops. They got their paddy wagon with them, a converted 1929 pickup truck. They're making their 31st appearance with the 500 Festival Parade. Thanks, guys. We're glad to have you.
And our coverage of the IPALCO 500 Festival Parade continues from downtown Indianapolis right after this.
A tailor is to your suit as a good mechanic is to your car. If your sleeves aren't right or your jacket doesn't lie smoothly, you're not going to look good. Which is why we see our master tailors as the most important accessory. After all, they make sure you look as good in our suits as you do in those that cost a lot more.
Every day, more than 3,000 people buy a suit or sport coat at the Men's Warehouse.
You like the way you look. I guarantee it.
776 suit.
Ever dreamed of owning an RV? Thought you couldn't afford one? Surprise, surprise, surprise! Tom Raper, Richmond, Indiana has motorhomes for $245 a month. Fifth wheels, $99. Travel trailers, $89. Tent campers, $39. Remember, the family that plays together stays together. Why rent? Own your home. Mobile homes, $172. Sectional homes, $245.
Save today, Tom Raper's Way.
Truck caps, $99. Call 1-800-RAPER-RV. Sale ends soon.
The Memorial Day sale at Bullock Furniture has been held over right now. Buy furniture while it's less than ever. You can save from 30 to 50% on everything in all Bullock stores. It's been held over. Everything you buy will save you money. Everything you buy requires no payments and no interest for 1 year. Or take an additional 10% off for cash. It's been held over. The Memorial Day sale at Bullock's means savings heaped on savings. Bullock Furniture, a world away from the everyday and surprisingly affordable. See it for yourself and save.
It certainly takes a year to grow a parade. Floats grandly designed and dozens of hands to make them real. Motion and music tirelessly blending to perfection. And people dedicated to making the IPALCO 500 Festival Parade the best ever. One of the lowest cost electrical providers in all of Indiana and surrounding states. IPALCO, the best definition of power and light.
The Willard Flashes are here. Glad to be back. Glad to have you with us. I'm Debbie Knox along with Mike Ahern from Willard, Ohio, the 88 members of the Willard Flashes Marching Band participating in their first festival parade this year. They're led by Courtney Bum and Kendra Tackett. These high school kids are so enthusiastic and energetic. They work wonders raising money throughout the year to make it here.
What else to see is a lot of first-time bands this year. I think the majority of the bands are in this parade for the first time. There are some perennial bands like the Purdue Band, of course, and Ben Davis.
Right.
But some of these kids are coming from as far away as, there's one from Florida for this parade. Phyllis Eimel and Barbara Woods represent IPS are riding in that car.
Hello, ladies.
They got the
waving to the flag.
They got the parade.
Waving to the folks.
Yeah, they got that parade wave down.
Hey, here's the Grand Marshal Trophy winner.
All right, this is the Kroger
Food Company float.
And we're about to see something spectacular happen here.
Oh, that's right.
This is going to be the human cannonball.
Now, earlier, we were able to see a human cannonball who is Stephanie Smith, a girl.
She comes from a family of professional cannonballs. The whole family is in this line of work.
And she's going to be shot from this gun or cannonball. She's going to be the cannonball right into this net inside the trophy that you can see right here.
And we're watching the parade as it comes down on Pennsylvania Street now. But earlier, for safety reasons, we had the firing of this for the very first time. This will happen several times on the parade route. So let's go to Alex. He'll have the countdown for us. There he is, and Alex from Kroger will have the countdown.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Blast off!
There she is. I think she survived all right.
She did.
Looking good. As we said, she was a little anxious about this first time here.
Here are the Wood One Wheelers. Wood One Wheelers are from Wood County, Ohio, and they're treating us to some tricky cycling. Unicycles here. Got a sister team of hula hoop riders, Brittany and Brianne Bibler, and a jump rope rider.
There's a 7-year-old, Logan Bauer, the youngest of the rider in this group.
Well, no, I had one of those. I could never learn to ride it. I wasn't very good. They're tough to ride. It takes a while to get used to that.
Yeah, those vests that they're wearing were created especially for today's parade.
44-member group, range in age from 3 to 67 years old.
Oh, there's one who's 3?
They said 3 here in our notes.
Okay, well, I thought it was a 7-year-old, a 3-year-old. That's pretty incredible.
Represent 3 generations.
Yeah. They've been at the Kentucky Derby Parade, the Cherry Blossom, Orange Bowl, Citrus Bowl, and they've won the National Unicycle Parade Championship 8 times, so they know what they're doing.
They're going to do some tricks for us now, I think. Look at this young girl back there jumping rope on it. That's great. Maybe they can give me lessons.
You know, this is a long parade, too, so they've got, this is a long ride ahead of them. That's pretty incredible. This is the bicycle unit.
Right.
Is sponsored by Conseco of Indianapolis.
Yeah, I just found out they're going to be naming the field house after Conseco. 12 prototype Olympic racing bikes are being ridden by triathlon and racing athletes from around the country. An Indianapolis company named Zip Designs and manufactures these high-tech, state-of-the-art bicycles. They look more like works of art than bikes, actually, if you look closely at them. These machines are engineered to meet the demands of Olympic athletes, and they'll be featured in upcoming Olympic Games.
And along with them are 4 members of the Sprocket Jockey BMX stunt team. They come here from Oklahoma, and they've received several World Championship prizes in stunt performing.
We have a stereo system coming up the street as well. Coming up, the Banana Bike Brigade, a St. Louis-based not-for-profit organization dedicated to having fun and improving life in our communities. A portion of all the fees they received are donated to not-for-profit charities around the world, and they're having a great time. I bet you they're going to pull a few wheelies here in a second.
Coming up now is the Banana Bike Brigade from St. Louis. Wow. Is that a giraffe?
It's a giraffe, and that's an insect or something, a horse. And
didn't know what to expect here. I thought we'd see a bunch of bananas on wheels, but I don't think so.
There we are. Uh-oh. Try it again, bud. Look at that, a palm tree on the bike. Got their own music. Audience seems to like them. There we are.
They say this young man has his interactive devices with him. That's the wand that started the parade, and of course the checkered flag. So he's all set to go. Looks like the rain has started too. We saw some of the people in the crowd covering up a bit. A few sprinkles coming down. We've been lucky so far. Let's hope that this stays very light for the next few minutes. Coming up next from Beech Grove High School, the varsity cheerleaders from Beech Grove.
They're the National Cheerleaders Association champions in the small varsity division. They're cheering for our IPALCO 500 Festival parade audience here. Bikes are still having a good time. There they are. Holly Bright, Lindsay Smith, Crystal Suazzi, Katie White, Alana Coombs, Stephanie Garvey, Lindsay Snell, Amanda Tennell, Amber Jones, Kelly Meredith, and Sheila Smith, the coach.
They are the National Cheerleaders Association champions in the small varsity division.
I hope they do a cheer for us here. Maybe they're going to get in position to do that. This is the first time the Beech Grove squad has competed and won the regional and national levels. Yeah, here they go. I think they're getting they're getting ready here.
Here we go. This will be maybe this is the cheer that won them the national honor.
Good. Great kids. Hey, this group coming up, this is just what we need right now. The Lawn Chair Brigade. Here they are.
From Woodruff Place.
Yeah, that's right.
Tom Abiel is the guy who got this thing going 5 years ago. And it's the first appearance in the Ipalco 500 Festival Parade.
Go, guys. I love it. This is great.
Okay, you know, if they ever get tired along the parade,
they just sit down.
They just sit down.
It's a great idea.
In case you're wondering now, these chairs use standard issue aluminum frame webbed lawn chairs.
Yeah, black and white checky. They've got the idea down here. Here they go. You know, they're doing a good job.
Yeah.
Woodruff Place is where they're from, the 125-year-old suburb of Indianapolis, 2 miles east of the downtown.
We have a couple of Olympic athletes here. John Neighbor, the Olympic swimmer.
Right. He joined us today for the parade. 1976 Montreal Olympic Games. He garnered 4 gold medals.
That's John Neighbor right there.
There he is. He captured 2 gold medals on the same day. That's great. He's got his very own race outfit on. And this is Bart Connor.
This is Bart Connor. Bart is the only American gymnast, male or female, to win gold medals at every level of national and international competition. There's Johnny Rutherford, Deb.
Hey, Johnny Rutherford, race car driver. Ah, the crowd cheers for him. He's well known in these parts.
3-timer, I believe, if my memory serves.
That's right. He's going to be talking to the people from his cell phone. He's part of a float here you're going to see in just a second. Ameritech Cellular and Page reminds everybody to keep your mind on the drive when driving and using your cellular.
He's actually talking to people on a cell phone. They can call him from the crowd. Talk about interactive. That is something.
In fact, here's the parade float it's all part of this. This won the Mayor's Trophy. It's the Magical Mystical Moments Through Wireless Communications. It's Ameritech Cellular Paging Services float.
This features a giant green Jeep and his oasis surrounded by sand and palm trees. There's a magic carpet on that float.
You can see an organ grinder, a monkey, and an exotic serval cat.
And people talking on their cellular phones.
Boy, is that a thing of the 90s, huh?
And
you know, they're asking for free psychic readings.
Is that what they're doing? Really?
That's what they're doing, yeah.
Okay.
Wow. Hey, this is the Hollywood Hills Spartan Band, all the way from Hollywood. Here's the group from Hollywood, Florida. 57 members from Hollywood Hills Spartan Band. West Point military-style uniforms are what we can see there.
Playing Black Magic Woman.
Yeah.
This is their first time also in the parade, but they've been, again, at many in the Disney World.
Peach Bowl, the Orlando Thanksgiving Parade. They've received superior ratings from the Florida Bandmasters Association.
I think that's Black Magic Woman, isn't it?
I think so.
I got it, yeah. I'm not really up on this music. Talk about walking the dog. Look at this.
Hey, this is the Indianapolis Star and News Hound. Boy, a guy that always brings the paper up into the front door or thereabouts. We always demand our paper at the front door.
Somewhere in the same zip code. This is the second appearance with the Ipalco 500 Festival Parade. He is 40 feet long, 3,492 cubic feet of helium.
And he needs 20 leashes?
Uh-huh.
Ooh, wow, that's a big dog.
Boys of the Star News have volunteered to help with the News Hound. Many of them are returning from last year. They walked the dog last year.
Gotta go to balloon school.
You know, that's impressive.
Yeah, that's great. Star News, the 2 largest newspapers in the state, employ more than 2,000 full-time and part-time people.
Our coverage of the Ipalco 500 Festival Parade continues right after this.
Hi, when your car body says, no, Gucci, Gucci, it's time for you to say, better get NACO. NACO is the only place to go for auto painting, accident repair, and body work. And all for under a couple of $100. Fantastic! fantastico. Hey, but Abadida says... Yo sé. Better get makeup.
I love coffee, don't you? But look how it stains your teeth.
Get Plus White toothpaste with dual anti-stain polishers.
Plus White removes coffee stains fast.
Guaranteed.
The irritation and bumps after I removed hair from my bikini area was a big problem. No more with Bikini Zone medicated cream to stop irritation and those ugly bumps. Bikini Zone.
Look as my ugly bags and wrinkles disappear instantly. Only Sudden Change Under Eye does it. No other product gives you these results instantly. Sudden Change, the instant wrinkle smoother.
The heart of a home. It's the promise of a smile. It's the morning light that welcomes you to your favorite quiet corner. And the heart of a home is its value, knowing you made a choice now for the future. Heart is the pride built into today's manufactured home. Solid wood framing, energy smart design.
Call this number for free information. Indiana's manufactured housing. More house, more home.
Look what I've got for you.
Wow, how does this work?
It works because people and equipment you never see are dedicated to your lives. From extraordinary technology to some of the bravest guys we know. We're so good at our jobs that you never notice. One of the lowest cost electrical providers in all of Indiana and surrounding states.
Oh, you just plug it in.
IPALCO, the best definition of power and light.
We're back now with the Indianapolis 500 Festival Parade.
Hey, these are the Gordon
by
Pipers. Oh, that's right. The Gordon Pipers into view here. One of my favorites. They're a fixture for the past 35 years at the parade. There are 33 pipers from diverse backgrounds and occupations. And there are 7 families with more than one member represented in this group.
And they're wearing their dress, Gordon tartan.
Don't you love to see them at the race?
Oh, yes.
They're great. They wear the Wallace tartan, derived from the name of their founder, Dr. Wallace Gordon Deal.
This group has been around a long time, formed back in 1962.
Right.
And, of course, they are a fixture out of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. They've been out there every year since '63.
Yeah, I've seen them. Boy, everybody just stops and get out of the way. Fun to hear them.
Yeah. This is the American Red Cross unit.
Right.
This is a Model T Ford 1917, which served as an ambulance during World War I.
They're carrying a 15-foot red balloon behind them in the shape of a cross. They're accompanied by Orchard School students wearing authentic uniforms representing Red Cross services from World War I to the Vietnam era. Represented by nursing, the motor corps, gray ladies, and canteen workers. Parade participants are handing out Red Cross Pep Boys Indy Racing League bandages to spectators along the route. Hey, this is the Jonathan Byrd Cafeteria Bryant Heating and Cooling Prompter Tower.
Oh,
Time to get involved, folks.
And they are going to be waving their fans, right?
I think you're right.
Don't know if we're going to need a fan today or not. It's pretty cool out here.
Yeah, let's go down to Patty in the crowd and find out what they're doing.
Now, Mike and Debbie, it's time for the Bryant Heating and Cooling Systems fan because, oh, it's so hot out here today. Isn't it hot out here? Oh, it's hot. Oh, we're just actors, I tell you. Your name is?
I'm Jean Graham from New Palestine.
Okay, and this is not your first parade?
No, not.
Okay, and you are?
Vicki Neiman from Indianapolis.
From Indianapolis, and your little one there is?
Oh, this is her little one.
Oh, but you get to hold him, huh?
Jennifer. This is Jennifer.
Oh, not bad. Oh, he's excited about this. Okay, let's go over here, and your name is?
Valerie Smitley.
You're having a good time?
Oh, yes.
And not only are you waving your fan, she's holding the umbrella, too. She's a wonderful woman. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Enjoy the parade. We have to fan now. Back to you, Mike and Debbie. Oh, it's so hot.
Do you ever wonder how they bring those Indianapolis race cars to the
This is the
Speedway?
answer. I know that. This is a transporter. It's a grand piece of automotive magic. It has a bathroom, a refrigerator, television, satellite dish, CD player. Everything is on this thing.
And there's and it makes some noise, too.
Yes, it does. And it's got a little car in the back there, huh? The truck is more than 80 feet long. G-Force chassis. The race car sports that.
That car is the Jonathan Bird's Visionaire
Right.
Bryant Heating and Cooling Special.
That's a great horn. Wouldn't you like to have that on the highway? They can actually call 2 cars. Hey, Jim Neighbors!
Jim Neighbors says, hello, Jim.
Here's an old standby. Hi, Jim.
Of course, once again, he'll be singing Back Home Again in Indiana.
Talk about a fixture.
Oh, yeah.
He's part of this race, I'll tell you.
Boy, it's great to see him back here.
Yeah, that's great.
Here's the Speedway High School Marching Band from, of course, Speedway, Indiana.
That's right. They're wearing white and brown uniforms. They have a flagpole accompanying them. They've participated in the parade for the last 30 years.
They also get down to the Kentucky Derby for the opening day ceremonies there, and they've been to the Tulip Festival in Holland, Michigan.
Yeah.
6 Flags over Chicago, 6 Flags over Mid-America, so they've been around.
They get around, that's right. And they'll be going around the 2.5-mile oval, weather permitting. And they're going to be playing music for us. Let's listen.
Bill Corley. He is the president of the 1998 500 Festival Board of Directors.
He's an author, a volunteer, a facilitator, leader, and staunch supporter of this community.
He's also president and chief executive officer of Community Hospitals in Indiana. And he has led the volunteers, all 7,000 volunteers, to put together a great 500 festival.
You know what he does in his spare time?
No.
He is a high school basketball referee. That's great. Bet he stays in shape doing that. Members of his family are accompanying him. And here you go. This is 500 Festival salutes more than the 7,000 volunteers who contribute to the success of this. And this is their float or their unit. It's a Hummer limo.
Oh, the Hummer limo, yes. One of only 5 Hummers in the United States equipped so luxuriously.
Boy, the Humvees, you know, are made in Mishawaka,
And earlier,
Indiana.
Chris Wright took us inside the Hummer to take a look inside. It's really something, so let's go to Chris.
Yeah, Mike and Debbie, there's so many great things to see in the Ipalco 500 Festival Parade like this. This is a Hummer limo. We could call this Hummer 8 if we had one for us here at Wish TV. And if we had a Hummer like this one, this would be great because Randy, Steve, and I could get in here, you know, have our local weather station meetings. We could actually monitor the video. We've got television, stereo, cassette, everything you'd want in here, even a fine little beverage center. So Mike and Debbie, this would be great if we could only get our boss to approve this. Back to you.
It's Mary Holman, George.
Right, chairman of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway Corporation, a trustee with the Holman Charitable Trust. Her list of civic and charitable affiliations is lengthy. She's accompanied by her daughters, Nancy George, Josie George, and Kathy George.
And following Mary, also an antique. These are all antique autos from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. You may have seen them when you were out there.
Boy, these are beautiful cars.
These are all from the Speedway Museum. Her daughters, Nancy, Josie, and Kathy, as Debbie said, are all riding in those cars.
You know, tomorrow on Daybreak, you'll want to see if the rain is going to stay away long enough for the race. Randy Allis will have live weather updates from the track, so get ready with Daybreak tomorrow.
Beginning at 5 o'clock. Here's the Governor's Trophy.
Yeah.
This is sponsored by the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and it's called the Magic of Victory.
Float showcases Harry Lyondike's winning cars from the 1990 and 1997 500-mile race. In fact, there's Harry right there.
Along with members of his family, there's Mika, Maida, and Ari Jr.
Ari Sr. is one of only 15 drivers in the history of the 500 to win at least 2 races. Again, that was in 1990 and 97.
And that's really imaginative. There's the float features a small-scale replica of the scoring tower at the track.
Wow.
The winner's circle is also on this float. And, of course, with the coveted Ward Warner Trophy that will go to some lucky driver tomorrow.
Also on the float are Fred Treadway, who's the owner of Ari Lyondike's car, Tony and Laura George, and our 1998 festival queen, Tricia Healy from
there
Brownsburg.
she is.
There she is, and her court.
Nicole Marie Hansen, Sandra Sue Nash, Bonnie Phillips, and Megan Sullivan.
And there's Tony George. He's accompanied by his wife, Laura, and their children, Tony Jr. and Lauren, Ed. Tony's the president of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway.
This float won the Governor's Trophy to a float representing the most outstanding presentation, multi-dimensional presentation.
It's a neat float. It's a nice
Good.
shot. Right behind them, the Pep Boys Indy Racing League entry. And the Ben Davis High School Marching Band. The Marching Giants. They're making their 15th appearance with the Ipalco 500 Festival Parade. You can hear them coming up the street now. They've won an Indiana record 14 state band championships. And they have won 5 consecutive state championships in Indiana. They're the Pep Boys.
They're the Pep Boys right in front of them. These are called a small auto supply company in 1921. Of course, from humble beginnings, they've survived. Well, the Depression, World War II, and now operates over 700 stores in 33 states.
Here's the band, Marching Giants, performed in the Rose Bowl, the Orange Bowl, Fiesta Bowl, and today, right here in Indianapolis.
We've almost run out of superlatives for this band. Ben Davis has been so good for so many years.
Right.
So let's just listen to him.
Those are beautiful uniforms. Purple and gold.
I don't see too many umbrellas up. I think maybe the rain, the very, very brief shower we had is over. Let's hope so.
Hey, look at this balloon floating toward us. 50 feet tall. It's a race car driver. It kept in tow by 20 trained balloon handlers. It's a brand new creation just for this 500 Festival Parade. A much larger-than-life driver is suited and helmeted and ready for tomorrow's race.
As these people are. Everybody said that. We'll be back with our coverage of the Ipalco 500 Festival Parade from downtown Indianapolis in just a moment as we take a look from Chopper 8, looking down on the race car driver and the parade route. We'll be right back.
One question I get a lot is about this up here. Is it real? And looking at some of the old advertising, I can see why you'd wonder. Well, it's real. Just like when I say we carry suits by many of the same designers as department stores, but for 20 to 30% less. That's real too. As real as, well, you know what.
The Men's Warehouse.
You're gonna like the way you look. I guarantee it.
1-800-776-SUIT.
Ever dreamed of owning an RV? Thought you couldn't afford one? Surprise, surprise, surprise! Tom Raper, Richmond, Indiana has motorhomes for $245 a month. Fifth wheels, $99. Travel trailers, $89. Tent campers, $39. Remember, the family that plays together stays together. Why rent? Own your home. Mobile homes, $172. Sectional homes, $245.
Save today, Tom Raper's way.
Truck caps, $99. Call 1-800-RAPER-RV. Sale ends soon.
Hi, I'm Jim Palmer. The Money Store is so sure they have the best home loan under the sun, they guarantee it. It's the 90-day no-pay, the loan that lets you refinance your home, lower your monthly payments, and take a break from your mortgage for 3 months. That's right, lower payments and no mortgage for 3 months. If you find a better deal anywhere in America, we'll refund your money, guaranteed. Just call 1-800-LOAN-YES and take a break with the 90-day no-pay, only at the Money Store.
It certainly takes a year to grow a parade. Floats grandly designed and dozens of hands to make them real. Motion and music tirelessly blending to perfection. And people dedicated to making the Ipalco 500 Festival Parade the best ever. One of the lowest cost electrical providers in all of Indiana and surrounding states. Ipalco, the best definition of power and light.
Coming into view now, our Chevrolet checkered flag prompter tower. The magic is definitely not over, folks. WZPL's Jason Adams is encouraging the audience to get involved by waving their flags from their parade
And
bags.
they are. There they are. The crowd's really into it this year,
Yeah,
aren't they?
that's great. 250,000 spectators are experiencing the thrill of this parade. Let's go down to Patty and Chris on the street now and find out what's happening there. Patty and Chris?
All right, and now it's time to wave our official flag.
Yes, right. Wave the flag for victory and wave the flag and pray for sunshine tomorrow. That's what I'm going to be doing.
It didn't rain much, just a little
Just
bit.
a few sprinkles. So far, so
I
good.
sat in some water. Now what do I
You'll be fine.
do? Stay seated. Okay.
We all know what the checkered flag is for, and here it is.
This is the mammoth black and white checkered flag, which measures 40 by 60 feet. It's being carried by 40 volunteers from Eli Lilly and Company. We saw this the other night on the news. They were preparing for this out at Expo Design. This is a terrific flag. All these folks carrying it.
You know, I think it's got to be rather heavy, don't you?
Oh, it has to be. Tom Carnegie is going to be in view here in just a second. He's, of course, the voice of the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Tom Carnegie and his beautiful baritone voice.
There he is. I think that's Tom, isn't it? Yes, it is.
I
Tom
think so,
Carnegie. There
yeah.
he is.
He's been heard on the Speedway's public address system and will be throughout the month of May. When he was a young boy growing up in Missouri, he listened to the 500 on the radio every year, and that's how he wanted to get started, or that's how it got him going, I guess.
Well, you can't imagine the racetrack without Tom Carnegie's voice out
know
there,
it.
can you? Just, it's part of the magic, part of the music of that place. Tom
Says he's
Carnegie.
seen over 50 races. That's great. He is a fixture.
Speaking of legends, Parnelli Jones.
What a great name.
Yep.
What a great driver.
He'll be driving the pace car in the race tomorrow.
It's considered one of the most dominant forces in the history of Indy-style cars.
He won the race in 1963 and was selected. By the way, he's also riding in the pace car, the same car he'll be driving tomorrow. Chevrolet's been selected 11 times for that pace car honor, and this is a Corvette's 4th appearance. Now here we go with the race drivers and the princesses, and this is one of the great moments in every year in the parade.
Get to meet every one of the drivers.
Row 1 with
Billy Boat.
Billy Boat of Phoenix, Arizona, on the pole in just his second 500, driving the
some of the-
Conseco AJ Foyt car.
That's right.
Greg Ray of Plano, Texas, also in his second 500. His first was also last year. He's in the middle of the first row. And Kenny Breck of Karlstad, Sweden.
Hey, look at
As
this.
the streamers
Oh,
are
that's
released.
terrific.
That's nice.
That's very nice.
Kenny Breck's on the outside of the first row, and all three drivers in that front row are veterans of just one 500.
They're followed by Tony Stewart, Robbie Buell, and Sam Schmidt in the next group of race cars. There's Roberto Guerrero. He's in his 14th Indianapolis 500 this year. I think this is Scott Goodyear, isn't it, Mike?
I believe it is Scott
From
Goodyear.
Noblesville, Indiana.
From
He's waving
Noblesville.
at the crowd.
This is his 8th Indy 500. Buddy Lazier.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, he won the
Boy,
race, of
he's
course.
been through it, hasn't he?
He won the race in '96.
Driving for Delta Faucet. That's Mark Dismore, I believe, from Greenfield, Indiana. It's his 3rd Indianapolis 500.
I believe
Is this the
is
youngest driver?
I believe this is J.J. Yaley.
I think you're right,
If
from
so,
Phoenix,
he
Arizona.
is the youngest. He's only 21 years old.
Can you believe that? Marco Greco from Sao Paulo, Brazil. This is his 4th Indianapolis 500.
And outside the 3rd row is Jack Miller, a dentist from Carmel, Indiana, graduate of the Iowa School of Dentistry.
Driving for Crest. I love that. I think this is John Paul Jr. Is that right? From
It
West
is.
Palm Beach, Florida.
He'll be inside the 6th row, his 7th 500. There's
Eddie Cheever.
Of course, he's a race car driver and owner.
He was out golfing yesterday, we
Yep.
saw.
Not a bad golfer.
And Buzz Calkins from Denver, Colorado.
I have Buzz in the office pool. So Buzz,
Good
can you
luck,
hear me?
Buzz.
Yeah, good luck tomorrow. He's from Denver, Colorado. His 3rd 500.
There's Eddie Mitchner from Ann Arbor, Michigan. First Indianapolis 500 for him this year. Young guy.
He's on the inside of row 7. In the middle of row 7 is Jim Guthrie, then it's Robbie Unser. And we're looking at some of the princesses now in the court of 33 princesses. And they are riding interspersed with the race drivers themselves.
I think this is Jack Hewitt, Mike. He's from Troy, Ohio. He's the oldest driver in the race. He's an experienced midget driver, but this is his first Indianapolis 500.
He's 46 years old, so we have a 46-year-old driver and a
21-year-old.
Yeah.
Steve Knapp from Salem, Wisconsin.
He's another rookie, by the way.
Yep.
Donnie Beechler of Springfield, Illinois, driving for Cahill Racing. Donnie Beechler. I believe we're going to have Johnny Unser now, and Johnny is the son of the late Jerry Unser. The Unsers have won, the Unser family have won 9 500s in all.
What a family.
Yeah.
Jimmy Kite from Stockbridge, Georgia. This is he's a rookie this year, fastest driving rookie in orientation. He holds 3 black belts. I think this is Jeff Ward from San Juan Capistrano, California.
Right, his second 500. He finished 3rd in last year's race.
Ray Lyondike was supposed to be in this part of the race, but of course he was on the float, so we won't see him.
That's right. I don't see Ari. He's on the inside of row 10.
Right.
Stan Waddles and Raul Boisel.
Right.
Or
on that row.
There. This is Mike Groff from Los Angeles, the IRL point leader, 96-97. And Billy Rowe of Gilbert, Arizona. This is his second 500 for Billy Rowe.
From Gilbert, Arizona.
We'll be back with our coverage of the IPALCO 500 Festival Parade from downtown Indianapolis in just a moment as we take a look from Chopper 8, looking down on the race car driver and the parade booth. We'll be right back.
The Memorial Day sale at Bullock Furniture has been held over right now. Buy furniture while it's less than ever. You can save from 30 to 50% on everything in all Bullock stores. It's been held over. Everything you buy will save you money. Everything you buy requires no payments and no interest for 1 year. Or take an additional 10% off for cash. It's been held over. The Memorial Day sale at Bullock's means savings heaped on savings. Bullock Furniture, a world away from the everyday and surprisingly affordable. See it for yourself and save.
I love coffee, don't you? But look how it stains your teeth.
Get Plus White toothpaste with dual-action anti-stain polishers.
Plus White removes coffee stains fast.
Guaranteed.
The irritation and bumps after I remove hair from my bikini area was a big problem. No more with Bikini Zone medicated cream to stop irritation and those ugly bumps. Bikini Zone.
Look as my ugly bags and wrinkles disappear instantly. Only Sudden Change Under Eye does it. No other product gives you these results instantly. Sudden Change, the instant wrinkle smoother.
Look what I've got for you. Wow, how does this work?
It works because people and equipment you never see are dedicated to your lives. From extraordinary technology to some of the bravest guys we know. We're so good at our jobs that you never notice. One of the lowest cost electrical providers in all of Indiana and surrounding states.
Oh, you just plug it in.
IPALCO, the best definition of power and light.
When you're busy, sometimes you can't answer every call. Boy, could you use a receptionist.
Mr. Kenneth Markey calling.
Take a number.
I'm Maxwell Moore.
I'm busy.
Well, instead of hiring a receptionist,
A Miss Kate Turner call. Twice.
get something better from Ameritech.
Did you say Katie?
Order caller ID now and you'll get a free display unit and free shipping and handling. Everything you need to make the most of your time.
Aerial lifts for today's parade coverage provided by Aggregate Equipment and Supply. Catering services provided by Indiana's Catering at the Scottish Rite Cathedral. Cookies as big as a 57 hubcap.
This has been a great deal of fun. I want to thank everybody who had anything to do with this, and especially the people of the 500 Festival who were so helpful in helping us through our very first parade ever.
Right, that's right. I've had the chance to be in it a long time ago, and I know you've reported on the race, but this is the first time we've ever done the race together, so it's a lot of fun.
Hope we can do it again. Thanks everybody for watching. Goodbye.
Bye.
You know, Ed, now that I'm also representing Colonial Penn, I really appreciate all the letters from people saying how much it has helped them.
It's amazing. I've been doing this almost 20 years. It's like I did nothing else. But you know, for as little as $6.95 a month, Colonial Penn makes life insurance affordable.
You're right. Listen to this. Dear Alex, I want to thank you for introducing me to such a wonderful company. With Colonial
Penn, the price will never go up. I can keep my monthly expenses down and still get the coverage I want.
Colonial Penn has helped more than 1 million Americans over 50 get whole life insurance without medical exams or health questions. And acceptance is guaranteed.
Dear Ed, when my husband passed away, it was a very hard time for me. What a relief it was to know we had this coverage. I know it can be difficult to get life insurance if you're not in perfect health, but Colonial Penn really came through for me.
As you know, final costs are rising. A funeral alone can cost over $5,000. So it's important to know you can get the coverage you need.
I used to worry about burdening my loved ones. But with benefits that'll never decrease, I know my family won't have to worry about my final expenses. Thank you.
You too can get the coverage you need. Just call this toll-free number.
And you'll get free information. Remember, your acceptance is guaranteed. Premiums never increase. Benefits never decrease because of age. Coverage builds cash value you can borrow against, and it cannot be canceled. Completing your application is easy.
Find out for yourself why thousands of people have written to thank Colonial Penn. Call this toll-free number now.
Call toll-free 1-800-365-4600 to receive free information in the mail. Dial 1-800-365-4600. The call is free. And so is this handy guide to Social Security. Call now. 1-800-365-4600. There's no risk or obligation. That's 1-800-365-4600.
See it first. See it fast. Dual Doppler 8.
The address is CBS. Welcome home.